All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to you, hopeful elect 144,000 of the nation of Israel, pushing the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai in spirit and in truth. All right, I'm coming with another lesson. I'm the brother Hassad with Great Millstone Northwest. And, pretty much the title of this lesson will be We Listen with the Intent to Understand. All right. We listen with the intent to understand. And, pretty much, with this lesson, when you look at, these other Israelite groups that don't, have the truth, all right, they don't know what the MOTB is. They, have crazy doctrines. They believe in hell, where you burn forever, and many other things. What you notice is they don't listen with the intent to understand. Okay. Even with the so-called grape doctrine, right? Which is not even a doctrine. It's part of, the scriptures. Okay, but when you read about that, the scriptures clearly illustrate, some scenarios that could possibly happen and how to go about handling, those situations, or that situation should that occur. All right, whether the woman was betrothed, married, so on and so forth, or single, or unmarried, should I say? Okay. Now, when you read with the intent to want to understand, you're gonna through the Holy Spirit, you'll receive the truth. You'll receive the proper understanding. But we see that with these other Israelite groups, not only when they read do they not receive that understanding, but listening to if they come across Great Millstones videos, they don't listen with the intent to understand. They got a demonic governor that hinders them from understanding. All right. But we, Great Millstone, all right, brothers, sincere brothers, we listen with the intent to understand. And that's not only with, scriptural things, but, just things in general. All right. Whether we're watching a movie or listening to somebody speak or, instructions at work, we listen with the intent to understand. And that takes us a long way. All right, so this is Proverbs 4:7. It says, "Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." Okay, because understanding is important. All right, that was, straight to the point. All right. Next precept, Psalm 111. And let me see. Psalm 111 and 10. It says, "The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever." All right, and that's another point too. In the case of IUIC, they claim that, the law, the keeping of the commandments is what's going to grant you salvation, when that's incorrect. Okay, now, if they actually kept the law to the best of their abilities, they would have better understanding. Okay, because they would understand that, um, you can't keep the law perfectly. All right, but you're gonna, if you're sincere, you're gonna keep what you can to the best of your ability. All right, and with that helps in your understanding. Uh, just in that alone. All right, understanding that hey, you got to work. You might need to get gas on the Sabbath. You know, uh, you understand the balance and the understanding of the scriptures. Okay, and like Yahweh Shai said, that the Sabbath was made for man and not man for the Sabbath. Okay, that in itself shows you a level of understanding that Yahweh Shai had. All right, that incorporates balance. All right. Um, hey, the Sabbath itself. All right. Um, not being Friday to Saturday. All right, Friday sundown, Saturday sundown, but being according to the new moon. All right. So IURC right there, that shows that their reading comprehension isn't where it's supposed to be because they're not reading or listening with the intent to understand. Okay, they're reading and listening with the intent to please uh, Bishop Nathaniel. Okay, but once again, verse 10, Psalm 111 and 10, it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and good understanding have all they that do His commandments. His praise endureth forever." All right, so they obviously aren't doing the Lord's commandments to the best of their ability because they don't have good understanding. All right, IUIC and other Israelite groups, ISUPK, all right, Sakari, so on and so forth. Just go down the list. Next precept will be Proverbs 3. I'm gonna start at verse. Let me see. Yeah, verse 13. It says, "Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding." All right. I'm gonna read it in NLT. It says, "Joyful is the person who finds wisdom, and one who gains understanding." Okay. For the merchandise, back in the KJV, it says, verse 14, "For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold." All right. Kasap being silver and Zahab being gold in Hebrew. All right. Wisdom and understanding is better than that, because on this side, those silver and gold is things that can be taken away at any moment. All right, but the wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is what allows us to store the Zahab and Kasab in those spiritual riches in heaven that can't tarnish and can't be stolen or done away with. All right, but you can only acquire that through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, through the Holy Spirit. All right, and listening with the intent to understand, helps in the you're storing up a spiritual riches. All right, Proverbs 5. It says 5:1. It says, "My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding." All right, right to the point. So, you're supposed to, bow your ear to to understanding. When you're reading these scriptures, you're really supposed to understand, what it is you're reading. Or even with brothers, man, when a brother is speaking, you should listen with the intent to understand. Okay. All right, where's this brother coming from? What's he mean by this? You know, all right, and that helps you understand a brother. All right, in the NLT it says, "My son, pay attention to my wisdom and listen carefully to my wise counsel," and that's what us brothers have done. You know, with the being laser focused on receiving instruction from the apostles and elders every week. Okay, we pay attention to their wisdom and we listen carefully to their wise counsel, because their wise counsel lines up with what the scriptures say. All right, it says that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. Okay, for the lips of the well, this is going into something else, but I'm gonna read it in the NLT verse 2. It says, "Then you will show discernment, and your lips will express what you've learned." All right, and with the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the men of Great Millstone, we, you know, profess what it is that we have learned when we teach. Okay, and it's evident, that we've acquired, wisdom and understanding, over the years. All right. 2 Timothy 2 and 7, it says, "Consider what I say, and the Lord give thee understanding in all things." All right. So the point is, consider what's said. All right. So when you actually consider what it is that the apostles and elders say via their teachings, that really increases your understanding. All right, it increases your spiritual understanding. It puts you on another level. Now, once again, with these other Israelite groups, they're not really considering what it is that they're being taught, because if they did really consider what it is that they're being taught, they would run up out of there. They would flee those congregations. Okay. Psalm 119 and 169. Let me see. It says, "Let my cry come near before thee, O Yahweh. Give me understanding according to thy word." Okay. So we want understanding according to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, not the word of man, not the word of Bishop Nate, not the word of Chief High Priest Grand Poobah Alazar. All right, not the word of anybody else preaching a crazy doctrine. We want our understanding to be according to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. Now, this is Sirach 5 and verse 10. Starting at verse 10, it says, let me see. Let me start at 9. It says, "Winnow not with every wind," all right, meaning doctrine, "and go not into every way, for so doth the sinner that hath a double tongue. Be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy word be the same." Okay, so understanding, your understanding needs to be steadfast, in your word needs to be the same. They need to mirror each other. Okay, they need to complement one another. Okay, be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer. So with proper understanding, all right, with listening, all right, to understand the information that you take in, you really want to be able to understand it, all right, especially spiritual things. That when you put that into action, all right, you lead a sincere life. You live a sincere life. Okay. So be swift to hear and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer. Okay. And part of giving answer with patience is actually listening to whatever it is that you're listening to, and then because you were swift to hear, you're attentive to what it is that somebody's saying, and then you give a answer, that's a proper answer. All right, a proper answer that is evident, that is backed by understanding. All right, true understanding. Okay, verse 12, it says, if thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. All right. So, pretty much listening with the intent to understand, you can apply that, in many facets in life. All right. But, Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson. Till next time, I say shalom.